Hi, this is Rony Mullick, and you're watching the post-market show. So let us get into the charts. And if you have noticed, today's title is Volatile Sensex Expiry. And as you know, the Sensex Expiry has started and it is going to be held every Friday. So now we have three expiries, actually four expiries. So on Tuesday, we have the Fin Nifty expiry. And on Wednesday, we have the Nifty Mid Cap CP expiry, but with that is not taking up so much volumes are still not seen there. And then obviously on Thursday we have the traditional Nifty Bank Nifty expiry, and now since last week we have the Sensex expiry happening on Fridays, and Zerodha with along with other brokers are also providing the strike prices and futures so that people can trade on the expiry day. So that was the introduction regarding the expiry. So let us get to the charts and see how things have happened. So in case of Nifty, if we look at it, we see the Nifty has been quite volatile today. So there's no clear trend, as we were expecting a huge gap up because of US markets, and that is exactly what has happened, in line with expectation. Then it got sold off, and again then markets moved up, forming a V-shaped recovery. Again tested the day's highs, and from there again a fall happened. So overall, we see a huge volatile market, and as expected, I talked about that market would open with a gap up and then stay within a very small range, and exactly that has happened. So Nifty, it was down to 18,480 on the upside and 18,570 on the upside. So since yesterday's closing was at the day's low, so with the gap up and everything, we ended positive today by 0.25%. So since we had the Sensex expiry, so why not talk about it? So Sensex, it opened with a gap up. So a very similar pattern with Nifty, because again Nifty has the top 50 stocks and Sensex has top 30 stocks. So overall, you can see a very similar pattern. So Sensex opened with a gap up, came down, tested yesterday's lows, which was around 62,390, 380 levels, and from there moved up, took resistance around the day's highs, similar to Nifty at 62,700, close to that, and then again fell and closed 0.19% in the positive. Coming to Bank Nifty, Bank Nifty again had a bullish day today. So finally Bank Nifty did not fall further. We expected a Bank Nifty to trade between 44,150 and 43,740, and exactly that has happened. And in fact, market traded in a very close range of just 260 points. Yeah, that was the day's high to day's low. 260 points was the range for Bank Nifty. So as expected, opened with a gap up and stayed within a very tight range. So Bank Nifty up by 0.34%. Coming to Nifty mid cap and small cap, we see again both doing very well, and we have been seeing this as a theme that mid caps and small caps continuously outperforming the large cap sectors. Today is no different. Nifty small cap is also up by 0.48% today. Talking about sectors, almost all sectors ended in the green except for two sectors. One is Nifty IT. It is down by 0.4%, and the other one is Nifty Energy, down by 0.17%. Apart from this, all other sectors ended in the green, and after many days we see both PSU Bank, Private Bank and Financial Services all ending in the green, with PSU banks leading with 0.98% up. Apart from that, Nifty Pharmaceutical Index again shot up by 0.69% today. Nifty Metals finally up by 1.22%, but it is still trading in a tight zone is what we are seeing. Apart from that, Nifty Auto is up close to 1%. Nifty FMCG is again up today by 0.6%. So these are so most of the sectors are up today. And if we look at the index movers, we have ITC again top contributor on to Nifty on the positive side, and then we have L&T, Hindalco, Bharti Airtel, Maruti and M&M. On the downside, we have Infosys, Reliance. Infosys dragging the markets along with TCS. That is why we see the IT sector was particularly hit today, and IT sector was down. And apart from that, Reliance, this has been almost every day it is falling by a certain percentage. Today the same thing happened. And then we have Adani Enterprise coming down today as well. So these are some of the Nifty movers of the day. An interesting picture if you look at the FII, DII buying and selling activities, because FIIs for the second consecutive day have turned net sellers. Yesterday's figure was just 70 crore, so that is not much, but today they have accelerated their selling. They have sold about 658 crore, but DIIs have turned buyers, buying for around 581 crore, but it is not as much as the FIIs have sold. So net institutional figures remains negative. We did talk about today's US in data coming out from US regarding the unemployment rate and non-farm payrolls. So these are slightly opposite or contradicting each other. So unemployment rate in the US has risen. It is at 3.7 percentage. Expectation was 3.5 percentage. So 0.2 percentage up, more than expected. So more unemployment rate is not good for the economy. But on the other hand, if you look at non-farm payrolls, or what we call it as jobs data, expectation was 190k jobs. It came at 339k, or 3,39,000 jobs have been added. So on one hand we have unemployment rising, and on the other hand we have the jobs rising as well. So maybe both of these data are nullifying each other. So let us look into the US market and see how the market is reacting to this data. So US market, as you know, the debt ceiling issue has been resolved. They have reached consensus, and it was passed in both the House and the Senate. So US market is comfortably up today. So after a long time, S&P 500 has broken out from this range. A good solid green candle forming in S&P 500, 1.47 percentage up, and it is going up and up as we are speaking. Coming to Dow Jones, again a huge candle, almost 2 percentage up. So yeah, you can see from the very first candle, market is in a one-way direction. So definitely good for the US markets, up by 2 percentage. Dow Jones, which was very negative, because if you can see from 1st of May, today is the 2nd of June, so almost after a month it is up this much. And let's see what it happens when it reaches higher levels. Will it face further resistance, or will it break that resistance and go further up? Nasdaq also seems to be positive, 0.68 percentage up. So Nasdaq has already been in an uptrend in the last many months. So that is why Nasdaq has been not reacting that much, or as compared to Dow Jones and S&P 500. But all three US indices are up, and obviously US VIX, the volatility index, has fallen again today by 5.12 percentage. Yesterday we were seeing almost a 12 percentage fall. Today again VIX fell by 5 percentage. It is down at 14.8. And if you look at global markets, all global markets are trading in the green. UK market up by 1.5 percentage. French market up by close to 1.9 percentage. German markets up by 1.25 percentage. The Hong Kong market up by 4 percentage. That's massive. And then we have Japanese market up, Korean markets also. So overall global economy is seeing a bullish momentum, and that is because of US markets. And so that is the case. And come to our markets, India VIX today collapsed by 4.07 percentage. So India VIX is down to 11.12. At any moment it will break 10, the way things are going. So that is the volatility index. Although markets are volatile, but the VIX is very low, it seems. Crude oil prices are moving up, 2 percentage up, as we have seen. It is in an uptrend, and because of yesterday we talked about the bullish engulfing candle, and this indicates a kind of a trend reversal. But let's see how far it goes, and obviously some kind of resistance will be faced around 74.4 levels, looking at the chart. So this is there. And dollar index, dollar index is moving up by 0.45 percentage, and that is again not a good sign. But let's see what happens. The dollar index is at 104. Now tomorrow is obviously, on Monday we have 2 days of weekend, and then on Monday what to expect. Open interest says that markets are still bearish, but today what happened is some amount of put have been sold at 18,500 in Nifty, and then 18,600 straddle is also being created, and it has a combined premium of close to, let's say, 160 points. So 160 points on the upside, so that brings us a level of 18,760, and on the downside, we are getting a level of around 18,440 levels. So that is the range open interest is selling. Put call ratio remains below 1. It is at 0.74, indicating bearishness in the market. And what happens is Bank Nifty, again, same put call ratio is at 0.74, indicating bearishness. And people have taken a 44,000 straddle, and it is trading around a combined premium of close to, let's see how much, 260 plus 240 points. So that is giving us a range of around 500 points. So that gives a 44,500 on the upside, 43,500 on the downside. So that's a comfortable 1,000-point range. And given the way VIX is right now, 1,000-point for Thursday's expiry seems decent, unless and until there is some massive bad news or good news. So this is the situation right now in case of Bank Nifty. So coming to our markets, since US market is up so much, it has opened with a gap up and it continues to move up. Definitely expect a huge gap up tomorrow. SGX Nifty is already trading at 18,730 levels. So that is again a massive gap up if you consider where our markets closed. So maybe 100 points or plus gap up on Monday if everything goes as per plan and US market close in the green. So that would be a very fair estimate, I would say. Now today was the weekly close for Nifty. So on a weekly close, we have a red candle in Nifty. But let's see, this week's high will be important, 18,660 levels. So if this level is broken next week, we can expect a further uptrend in the coming week. And coming to Bank Nifty, again, we have a red candle in the weekly closing. We have a red candle, and candle's high is 44,485 levels, close to 44,500 levels. So if that is broken, we can expect an uptrend. But very short term, if you want to look at Monday's market, Bank Nifty remains the same, the levels as I have been speaking previously as well. 44,151 immediate resistance, next 44,485. On the downside, supports at 43,740 or 750 levels, and then 43,500 levels, plus minus 50 points. You can expect support to come around those levels. Nifty similarly, we have 15,858, 585 on the upside, then 18,660 levels, and finally 18,780 is going to be very, very important. Downside, 18,460 levels can be watched out, and below that 18,332, 350 levels to be watched out in case of Nifty. So these are the data points, and we have discussed everything. So let's see what happens on Monday. We are expecting a good gap up, provided US markets close in the green and no bad news come during the weekend. So if that doesn't happen, on Monday we are expecting a very, very good gap up, and let's see where market goes from there. So that is all from my side. Hope you have a very good weekend. Thank you for watching and have a good night.